Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there. Got a lot of very cool creations to look at by a bunch of different authors again today. And this one here, this was by far the biggest one of all the creations today. Yep. Anyway, this is the Runabout by Dadrick here. So this is a small SV designed for some, I would say, some early-ish game utility. Running 4 Gatling guns on it, a couple of spotlights on the front. Does have some utility function around it as well. You got O2 over there. You do have a couple access ports for some storage or a storage controller, like in the back and over on the other side over here. Do like the choice of landing gear with this as well. But other than that, it looks like a pretty inexpensive get around kind of SV. You can shoot some things up. We'll have to take a look at its cargo capacity and things like that. But yeah, it looks really nice. I like the block work and the color scheme of it. Just looks like a nice, practical, fairly inexpensive SV that would get around nicely and be able to deal with some drones and some ground troops or do some hunting or something like that as well with the quad Gatling guns on it, which is actually kind of a nice setup there. So yeah, let's take a look at the rest of this creation here. Want to get a good look at that top-down view. And a nice looking view that way as well. Like the block work around the thrusters there. That looks pretty cool. Like the half thin blocks around there. Definitely doing nice. Yeah, very cool. Well, anyway, let's take a look at some specs here. So to start with here, we're unlock level 12, size class 0.35, so pretty small. 34 forward, 12 strafing, 21 lift, 23 reverse, and 23 down. Running 2 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. It's got the 4 Gatling guns, does have a detector as well. 36 minute and 28 second build time. Not really needing much of anything here. A little bit of cobalt, a little bit of titanium, a little bit of neo. But that is really about it, and again, quite an inexpensive creation here, pretty quick unlock level as well. CPU wise, it's under 10,000, so that would be basically a main core and a basic CPU core, I believe, is installed in here. And yep. Let's see, take a look at its storage. So we got a main container controller here at 4250, and then we got an ammo controller in here at 1578. We also have a pentaxid tank. Interesting. So I'm thinking I'm missing something here. Let's take a look at the main specs here. It does have a shield on here as well. I didn't expect that for the cost, but that's cool. So it does have a small shield on it. 710 for shield hit points. We do have a spotlight P menu option as well to turn those front spotlights on. Guess we'll just do that for now there, so you can kind of see if you're flying around at night. Yeah, and it's shielded. So yeah, that is cool. So yeah, definitely kind of like do a lot of scouting, pick up occasional things, maybe shoot up some the locals in certain places, things like that, and just a general nice way to get around in the game. Especially you can get this in fairly early game, pretty inexpensively, and yeah, nice looking SV. Just all I was surprised it had a shield on it. I didn't expect that, honestly, for the cost and things like that. And then you have some utility function like O2. I was kind of curious. I want to fly through here. Oh, it's also, oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it's got a shield, but it also has a warp drive in here. I didn't really expect that for the CPU price on it. So it's a warp capable SV here with both a shield and a warp drive. Wow. Interesting. It's a little more than meets the eye there. I just didn't think it was going to have that kind of thing in here. Yeah, and there's our shield, our O2 tanks, and of course the warp drive in there. Huh. Very it definitely hides its parts. That is very, very cool. So, yeah, again, this is the Runabout by Dadrick, the largest creation today. All right, so now to this tiny thing that was so tiny that it literally would consume pretty much the entire landing pad here. This one's this little dinky thing by Spans called the RF-04 Valkyrie Dreadnought Reforged, and this is kind of a remake or a kind of a spiff up of a previous creation by the same author. And say cheese. Oh, that's cute. I got yes, say cheese. Wow, look at this thing. This thing is it's honestly it's a very gigantic ship. In fact, I was going to put it on the landing pad, and then I realized that it would take up like 3/4 of the entire landing pad and have parts of it sticking off the sides of it at that. So yeah, it's up in the air here where we got a little more room to look at things here. But oh my, wow, this thing is enormous, and it's also packing a lot of guns. And it wants you to smile. Say cheese for the launcher cameras. That's what they are. They're cameras. This is a big camera setup over here, ready to take pictures of whatever for the history books. So whatever it takes a picture of is probably going to be non-existent after the picture is taken. So yeah, it's kind of like a big archive here. It's oh my goodness. Well, anyway, this thing is a gigantic dreadnought kind of ship. Now, I'm sure this thing's going to use a lot of CPU. Literally, I think you would go beyond Core 9 with just what I'm looking at the bottom side of the front part of the ship here, CPU-wise. But this is a dreadnought, and it is something that if it was AI controlled or player controlled and they didn't like me, I would not want to be anywhere near this thing. In fact, if it was in my solar system, I would find a new solar system to migrate to very quickly. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this thing is wow. I don't even know what to say. Oh, wow. It is very cool looking. I mean, I'm looking at all the guns and how big the creation is, but beyond that, it really does look quite nice too. I do like the aesthetics on this. This is a pretty cool setup here with these big, like, gun thruster towers. There's 4 of them coming up and down from the ship on the back side of it. But oh my goodness. This thing just looks like it would make short work of most everything I've seen in the game. There are some contenders out there for sure, but wow, yeah, this is pretty insane. Definitely pretty insane for a ship here. It is a dreadnought though, and it may be that this would be AI controlled, or a version of this would be in the game as a enemy ship. In which you would probably want a grouping of players with pretty tough ships themselves to be taking this thing on with. And it kind of looks like it's even got locations to add some more launchers and things, and maybe they're not on there. Well, no, we do have a lot of launchers on the front. I don't know, maybe it just ran out of potential CPU, or it just doesn't need any more guns. that that could be a very likely cause as well. It just really doesn't need any more guns. It's got that covered, I think, pretty well here. Yeah, very cool looking ship here. I'm scared of it though. I'm just scared of it. There's a lot to look at. I'm sure there's lots of ways in and out of the ship. I'll probably go in through the hangar and take a little walk around. But let's get a good look at the back side of this too. I don't think I've flown back here much yet. This thing is just, it's massive. I mean, even its actual dimensions are very large. Yeah, cool looking ship. I like a lot of the accents here with the texture lights. This blue ring strip around here looks really cool. Then we got some kind of orange texture lights in places, yellow. But it all kind of goes with the hull here. A lot of texture lights going across the side as well. In fact, let's do a little Let's alter the lighting a little bit here and take a look at the light, how this lights up in the dark here. You can definitely kind of see the hull design because it kind of lights up a lot of the like the body lines and things like that in various places in a really cool way. Wow. Again, just a massive, massive creation. Combat ship for sure. Alright, so let me get on board this thing. Again, I'm really scared of this creation here. It does look like we have a bridge kind of embedded in there, or a first-person viewing site at that location. I think you could pretty much put on a blindfold, though, and just fly in the general vicinity of anything you might want to attack, and I think you're going to win anyway, so... Unless it's, you know, again, something that's up there on the same level, and there's not a lot of creations that are. Alright, so let me adjust the lighting here, and we will try to take a tour through this. I don't want it to take forever, but would like to kind of see what's going on the inside here. So we got a pretty good sized hangar right when you walk in here, at least from this entry point. A couple, looks like a couple elevators going out to either way. I think this goes all the way to the top, so we can kind of go to the center. Let's go out to one of the sides over here. Looks like over here we've got a gravity generator. I'm sure this has several in it, at least 4, I would say. So this would probably be one of the rear gravity generators. And it looks like we've got a big line of storage areas here, a Wi-Fi unit built into this section here. And it looks like a lot of these are going to be 320K storage. I turned on my light here just to, we'll turn it back off when we get into some lit areas again here. So it's kind of near the middle of the ship. Let's head back this way. Oh, this looks nice. I like the room design in here. So, yeah, this big, like, control station. A lot of really cool looking LCDs around here. Piping, lots of details. I think we're looking at a part over here too. It looks like a pentaxia tank right up there. Does this go further back? I don't think so. I think it cuts off right there. Beyond the glass here, looks like we're running a big generator, and probably another one right off to the other side there. That doesn't, okay, we got fuel behind there as well. So it looks like a lot of these core parts are protected behind armored glass on the interior as well. Got our main CPU core right over here. It looks like some of the core blocks, or standard core blocks, up to probably core 9. I'm pretty sure it's going to have some other kinds of core blocks in it. Again, unless it's really designed to be a, well, this seems to be a player ship, so I don't necessarily think, at least in present form, that it is an AI-controlled ship. However, that might be the intent of it here. So obviously a lot more room for more CPU core blocks in the area here, like the round ventilators up there. Kind of like got to put out the fires in the server room there. So that's kind of what that reminds me of. And let's walk around here. So it looks like we got a lot of small constructors and large or advanced constructors in here. So this must be our production alley zone here. It looks like it's pretty close to the main bridge as well, which is a nice location for that. Of course, we have a shield built into the center room over here. Looks like a Wi-Fi in there as well. Probably has a lot of Wi-Fis in the ship to provide coverage for the size of the creation here. Let's go upward first, and then I gotta remember that there's a passage going down too. So it looks like we're walking over. Looks like a fusion reactor chilling out here. Oh, looks like a second fusion reactor. Oh, looks like a third fusion reactor. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, three fusion reactors. Oh, look, we have a. Let's try to crouch through here. Jump crouch. Walk crouch. No. I think there's a way. Well, I'm not going to try. All right, so there is a like a tube that kind of runs around there, but I think I'd have to do some kind of a bit of a maneuver of jumping while crouching at the same time. I have a hard time doing that for some reason. I think it's just the way the keys are set up. I'm trying to hit like 4 keys with one hand, and it's and get the timing right on it, and I kind of suck at that, to be honest. So let's okay, let's go up this way a little bit here. And is this where we came in at? Yeah, it is. And I can't hear. Let's just God mode it. I'll cheat a little bit here. Just want to see what's going on in here. What the heck? Oh. So we got some large shield parts on the side, but it kind of like sticks through the block there. I was like, what the heck is that? How do you put that there? I get it now. Yeah, there's another one there. Now, if you had a jetpack on, you'd probably be okay getting around in here, I think. You'd kind of tilt your body a little bit, and then you'd be all okay. It doesn't look like you really need to come in here for any particular reason. It is cool. I like to see stuff like this in the ship. Kind of makes it feel a little more realistic and things like that. You'd have probably corridors like that on a real spacecraft, I would guess. We got to build those spacecraft so then we'll find out for sure. Alright, so I kind of wrapped around this area again. Let's take this upper corridor. That's where I just went. Let's take the lower corridor. And obviously, yeah, let's go down this way. So we got a blast door, and then we're coming into this room. Jetpack only, go fast. Oh yeah, very sophisticated signs here. Really, yeah, exactly how you'd see it on Star Trek there. Jetpack only, go fast. Oh, I do like. Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, he knew about the jetpack only. So I think I guessed it right. I think I guessed it right. It is meant for jetpack only, go fast. So I get it. I get it. I think I'm running around in circles right now. I know this is a gigantic ship, but I don't know if all of it has spaces to go in, and I think I'm repeating some of the same areas I already looked at. I think I originally came up that elevator there. So here, let's just cheat. It's such a massive creation. I don't know how much actual like interior space. It kind of looked like most of the stuff I would want to find are back over there. Let's go in through here, through the first-person bridge, and see how that meets up to the interior. Because obviously I didn't see this already. I'll look at the little ramp that came up here to bring you up to there. The whole lighting thing. So over here, our first-person bridge, a couple co-pilot seats over there, and quite a few passenger seats. Cool looking. I've been seeing this quite a bit lately. Nice way to use those deco parts there to make kind of cool looking like display tables. We got got a med station in here and some O2. And maybe I missed this on the way up. That could be. Or yeah, we've been down here. That was the main core. So yeah, I think I just missed this corridor when I was first going up. I went all the way up the staircase and did not see this section. So we got a nice chill out place over here. We got our food processor and a full medical bay over here. Looks like yeah, again, despite its enormous size, it does look like it was designed in such a way that all your core function is pretty close, pretty tight together, so you don't have to walk half a mile to get to various places of the ship here, which definitely I think that makes it a lot more usable too. Otherwise you'd be traveling inside the ship all the time to get around. Okay, so yeah, I want to just fly through a little bit more of the ship here. before moving on. There's a lot of things going on in here. Wow, look at that. This is like I don't even know what that is, but looks like a big row of like some form of lag shot, but at least some of it is made with well, maybe not. Maybe all of this is regular blocks here. That's interesting to see in the hall. Just noted, thoughts to self. Doing lag shot like this, I don't. If it's lag shot, I don't know if it's lag shot or not. Honestly, it doesn't really look like it would be a part you were trying to protect with lag shot blocks. And what are these blocks actually? They are combat steel though. Wow. Okay. So yeah, honestly, it makes sense now because right below there is shields, fusion reactors, things like that. So I get it. I get it now. I didn't quite see that before. But yeah, using old school lag shot blocks. Now, I don't know if these are needed anymore. I get mixed results on that. I heard that you don't need lag shot blocks anymore in the way the game detects collision from missiles and things. It works different than it used to. But I do know that leaving these gaps in the hull like this would probably invoke better collision. But at the side effect, it will increase the size class of the creation. All these things here has to figure out all this geometry when it's kind of processing the creation. And the more of these gaps on the interior of the hull you have, the higher the size class is going to be. Now, I don't think it matters on this particular creation, but I'm just saying that's if you're watching your size class, doing things like interior lag shot like that will ramp up your size class. And I'm just kind of flying through the hull here on the front. And man, yeah, a lot more lag shot over here and decoy parts. It looks like are embedded in various places in here. I've seen like little generators and stuff. Like where was one? Yeah, there's one kind of hidden away in there. So yeah, this thing is meant to do kind of what the name Dreadnought suggests. Pretty much decimate everything that's in the area, and then some, and then take over the galaxy and call yourself Darth something or other. So that's what this is about. I think I'm sure there's more interior. I'm sure there's a lot more interior on this thing. It is gigantic, but just to keep the video moving along here, let's start looking at some specs here. So to start with, unlock level 25, size class 19, 51 forward, 26 strafing, 45 lift, 51 reverse, 44 down, 66 fuel tanks, 12 oxygen tanks, 43 hour, 28 minute build time. Lots of guns, lots and lots and lots of guns. So yeah, a lot of guns. Up to the CPU, I'm really curious. This has got to be very insanely high on CPU on this. It just does, and it is. So it's set up. Oh wow, looking at some other parts in here too. We have a Bastion shield generator and an antimatter warp drive. Can't have the regulars. No, those are too low of a CPU. No, this is like the ultimate end game ship here. So you kind of want it to have the best in it. So, and that's kind of what's going on here too. So CPU is insane. It's 10 times that of a Core 9, up to 21 million CPU rather than 2.1 million CPU. So in devices here, I just want to see what's going on here. Auxiliary cores, it lists it, and then it says there's 0. I don't quite get that one in the stats here. Thermal, not sure what that is. Core systems, let's take a look at this. I didn't know you could put that many quantums on the creation. Yep, it's got a lot of quantum cores, but it does not look like it's using any aux cores. It just has a lot of quantum cores. I don't know if it's going to exactly tell me how many are here, but enough to balance out the CPU. That is the important thing. So you're definitely going to want some quantum cores and a lot of other lot of stuff. Just wanted to kind of scroll down this list here too. You're going to need a lot of stuff for this creation. There's our number there, 96 quantum cores. I dare say that takes the cap on the most amount of CPU usage I think I've seen on a creation. Don't quote me on that though. But that is the most amount of quantum cores I've seen in any creation. Maybe I've seen others that actually use more CPU. I don't know. I don't know about that. This is Psycho. This is a the ultimate end game ship over here for combat. And it probably has a lot of other things aboard it too, I wouldn't doubt. But it's, yeah, absolutely insane. Um, and smile, say cheese. So again, this is the RF-04 Valkyrie Dreadnought Reforged by Spange. Very, very cool creation there. This must have took a while to make the original and then to kind of rebuild it for Reforged Eden, if that's what took place here. Insane. Absolutely insane. All right, so the next creation over here, I've got parked up in the air here too. I thought it was pretty stylish and cool, this video. So this is the Emerald Warbat RE by Needmore. And really cool looking a CV here that is shy. It's, hold on. Did it run out of fuel? No, it just, oh, it doesn't have any power on. Let's get you back off the ground. Let's get you back off the ground for real this time. All right. All right. So yeah, this looks really, really nice. I like the emerald look to it. It's kind of it's definitely dark colored, but it's got the like the green lighting on it. Looks like there's some lights that kind of blend into the hull, which gives it a really cool looking look there, combined with the more teal type of texture lights on here. Quite a lot of front end weaponry on here. I like the block work. It looks really, really nice all the way around here. The styling of it, the use of the texture lights. Looks like we've got a lot of potential upgrade options in here as well. Shield charger locations on the bottom outer hull. Interesting. Looks like we've got a is that a real long range radar there? It is. All right. I always kind of wish it was a little different color or something on the actual long range radar versus the deco radar part. And yeah, more yeah, I like this. So yeah, all kinds of upgrade LCDs around here. So although it looks like it's pretty kind of set up pretty good, but you're seeing a lot of extra turret mount locations. This is a cool block work for turret mount locations. Easily identifiable and looks nice. Goes with the theme well. Yeah, very cool. I like this this whole cockpit area here. Again, the whole thing is designed to look like a bat, obviously, and it's got like a lot of that thin block work on there to kind of accent that as well. And a big old XL thruster or drive thruster on the back. Looks like we got more locations to add some additional thrusters to it. I like to see that too. It looks like it does have quite a lot of upgrade potential. I would guess it's, if I were to look at it, it's maybe it's a Core 9 build stock, and then you can add more to it. We'll see though. I'm not sure. It does have quite a lot of guns on it, but it does look like a lot of parts were left out by the author, I'm sure, to balance the CPU on it. So that's why I'm guessing it's a Core 9 build. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Just look at it in the dark here too. This certainly looks like it's going to light up a lot at night here. It definitely does. Yeah, very, very cool creation. Kind of a wide body design. That is one thing I'm curious about too. I wanted to take a look at one of the secondary specifications with its motion. I want to see how it turns and stuff, being as wide as it is. I know the game likes to penalize wide creations a lot with its with your yaw spec. I want to see if that's the case here or not. man, just upgrade slots all over the place on here as well. All right, anyway, let's find a way on board here. Just want to see if there's a door down over here. Ah, look at that, the big arrow. I think this is probably going to be it. Or one of them. So this gets us into an elevator over here. Decontamination. Press the button. Really? Oh. It's just, oh, that's sneaky. There's a shower right behind here. So when you press the button, it's not actually a button. You're actually clicking on the shower. And it would actually make it work for decontamination. So that's cool. I have not seen that done yet, like that yet. But that is a pretty cool trick. I like that. That is neat. Never thought of that. Alright, so I'm going to try to get out of God mode here. And let's adjust the lighting a little bit here too. Wow, look at the... Wow. Yeah. Upgrade parts everywhere on the interior over here so far, at least too. That's cool. That's cool. Large shield capacitors. And oh my goodness, look at all this stuff here. So we do have some shield parts installed. Looks like 3 smaller shield parts. We got our main shield right there. Yeah, it must have been a lot of work just putting all these LCDs for part placements everywhere. But it's really, really set up to upgrade this ship a lot. Quantum. Wow, cool looking hallway block work there. That's very different from the norm there. I think this is the way I just walked in at. Nope. So it looks like we have a production area over here. Several storage controllers in the area as well. Just going to go into the bridge. Kind of right to the point here. Cool looking bridge area. A nice view for the pilot. Definitely got like a lot of open glass there. You can see, look around pretty good that way. Do have a switch here. I'm gonna hit any switch I see, unless it's an ejection switch. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? All of a sudden you're like looking at the ship and you get shot out. Yeah, decontamination. Okay, so we've been up there. Kind of looks like the interior layout's going to be pretty straightforward here. So that's a couple ways to the other floor here. We've got a full medical bay, it looks like, in this area here. Our specialized equipment all in the area, plus the med bay, armor locker. Wow, we've got a food processor and a fridge above that. Oh, that's a fridge, just angled a different direction. I like that. I like seeing a lot of these parts and displayed in different ways. You got armor repair up there too. There's a lot going on in there. Really got to look around a lot. And a nice, neat looking meeting table there. Let's go out the back. See where we end up at. Looks like some technical stuff here. Place for a teleporter. And then we're right across the kind of the main shield part room. And back around again. That goes out of the ship. Let's we don't go up from here. So this may be pretty much the extent of the interior area. It does say to go up here. Oh yeah, quick way into the bridge area over here. That's cool. Barely even see that there. So yeah, you can get into the bridge quickly by these 2 small doors here. And again, just talking about things going on here. Yeah, just a lot of upgrading that can be done to this creation. A ton of it, which is really cool. So let's take a look at some numbers here. See how. Yeah, well, I already kind of seen that. So yeah, that's kind of what I expected it to be. So unlock level 25, size class 4.20, 42 forward, 45 strafing, 84 on lift, 37 reverse, 23 down. Obviously, there's a lot of places to add additional thrusters on here as well. Got 12 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks, decent barrage of stock weaponry. Again, a lot more weapon positions available as well. 15-hour and 53-minute build time. It is going to use some Estrum and Zacosium. Does have 10 crew members aboard. CPU-wise, I think we already seen this, so it's tailored to be 2.1 million CPU or a Core 9 build. Again, you could take this far beyond that. There's a lot omitted from the stock build here, so you can really soup this thing up in a lot of different ways. Storage-wise, very nicely labeled here. So it looks like we got our fridge, materials in, which is a 320, munitions 1 and 2, both 320s for ammo bays. Loot 1 and 2, also 320s. Fuel reserve, that's a box. Medic, the rest of these are probably boxes, so it kind of looks like we're running total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 320s, and then several boxes beyond that. Very, very cool. So yeah, definitely check this one out. This is the again, the Emerald Warbat RE by Need More. Very, very cool looking ship here. I like the aesthetics of it. Looks like it's pretty to the point on the interior too. You're not running all over the place. I could have missed something for sure, but it really looks like it's set up well for gameplay here. So very nice, very nice. So the next creation here, this is another little dinky creation over here. This is called 4 Days by I'm gonna get the name screwed up here, but either BG Bum or Beige Bum, or it's BEGEBUM is the author name here, and I believe I'm unfamiliar with this author. But in the workshop description, it did say that this ship was built in 4 days, and that's how it was given its name. So looks like a pretty big, bulky type of ship here. Kind of looks like it would be a carrier, at least by seeing like these large hangar bay openings on the top side here, and a lot of landing pads on here too. I like what the author did with the coloring on the landing pads. It kind of gives it some character and things like that, just by painting in different colors, combined with some of the like decal lines and things like that on there. We got a lot of other hangar bay openings along the side here. Again, this is a pretty bulky ship here. Looks like it's going to have a lot of interior space going on there. Gonna fly around the backside here. That is a big thrust. Excuse me, big thruster arrangement or block work around that thruster there. It is a big thruster as well. It looks like it's a drive thruster or the XL thruster. But yeah, really, really. Excuse me again, man. Throat's getting all weird. We got a big, looks like a blast door set up on the back side here. I don't know if that's going to trigger. Oh, it does trigger when I pull up. I like that. Oh, yeah, combined with ramp to board. That looks cool. I like how that all opens up there. That's neat how the blast doors are coming in from different angles and things like that. Got another, just an entry door back on either side over here as well. And let's see, this part over here looks like it would be, oh, it's just another way in. I was wondering if there was a bridge here or not, but I don't think so. I think that would be up over here. Yeah, you can see the pilot seat right through the window there. And we do have some retractable artilleries on here as well. And quite a lot of bras of guns in a lot of different areas. Looks like, from what I can tell, most of them seem to be retractable. And some reverse thrust right in here. But yeah, this is quite a large ship as well. Now let's get in. Let's go in one of these hangar doors here and see if we got lights in here or not. Doesn't look like it, so we'll just kind of keep the lighting on here. So yeah, we got like a double deck hangar area on this side, and I wouldn't doubt we have the same on the other side. So certainly, definitely a carrier type of creation here. Looks like a lot of interior space, a lot of places to park things. And a big door opened up in the floor here to get from the upper level to the lower level of the hangar. And looks like a lot of areas. If you wanted to add in some more rooms and things like that, you certainly got room to do that. And then it gets to the center section here, and it looks like it joins both sides together with another hangar area. This goes into that back door opening. Looks like we got a catwalk kind of running up yeah, to that second level. And then in here in the center section, it looks like this would be probably our command area here, I'm guessing. Oh, we got a balcony. Oh, we just came out to a balcony there. Let's go up. Well, let's go forward. Yeah, right up to the bridge over here. This kind of gives you the pretty neat view, seeing like both sides of the ship over there with those big artillery guns there as well. And looks like we got some other rooms in the area here. Kind of loop through the hangar. And yeah, I think I was kind of curious if it had like oh yeah, I'm missing stuff. I am missing stuff in here. How do we get to that? It looks like there's a room back there. Maybe I'm missing the side. Yeah, over here. Okay, so it looks like we've got kind of a it's kind of loops around. We get into our like central CPU core room over here. It does look like this is set up for vanilla potentially. So I got to check on that. It looks like we're running 4 advanced CPU cores. So the stats might come out wrong on how big I'm showing it in Reforged Eden here. But yeah, certainly a lot of room on the interior here. You could park a lot of creations and things like that. One quick fly through. I just want to see if I missed any other areas, but it really looks like it's pretty much focused on being a carrier. I didn't see like a farming section or production or a med bay or anything yet, but that's not saying it doesn't have it. I just haven't come across it yet. It is a big ship. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, very cool. Very cool. Generators on the side here. I want to make sure I didn't overlook a room area here somewhere. It's below the bridge. Got the gravity generator, and I think I've yeah, I've toured that area already as well. Okay. Well, let's take a look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 9, 24. Well, again, I have a feeling this is a vanilla creation. So these numbers are probably bigger than what you see here because Reforged Eden is quite a bit more demanding on thrust power and basically lowers the thrust power down quite a bit. So these numbers are kind of invalid here, especially if used in vanilla. But 24 forward, 9 strafing, 12 lift, 6 reverse, and 6 down. Size class 9 again. 18 fuel tanks, 17 oxygen tanks, 24-hour and 28-minute build time. Is running a fair amount of weaponry on here. So, kind of see the list there. CPU wise, I do believe this is a vanilla build, so this would be 10 million CPU and be under that. So I'm sure it'll work just fine in vanilla. I didn't actually see a lot of high CPU parts on here, or CPU using parts on here. Speaking of that, let's take a look at the rest of it here. Let's see what we got for storage. So we got an ammo box. Okay, we got an ammo box at 14K. Doesn't look like there's any other storage in the ship beyond that. At least right now. Obviously, there's a lot of room to add storage in here. A lot. Production, storage, farming, you name it. A lot of things to be put in the ship. So it definitely has the room for it. But other than that, yeah, very cool. This is the 4 days by, I'll just say the name here, Begebum. Very cool, very cool. All right, the next creation here, and I think, let me make sure I'm looking at the right creation. Yes, I am. And this one's really cool here. This is the Q2C 661 Defiance C6-RE by Commander Katron. And this looks really sharp. I like this. This looks like a, I don't know, a space frigate cruiser of one origin. I love the asymmetrical aspects of it as well. Obviously, there's a lot of parts that are symmetrical, but then there's some differences, especially in the back area over here, where you got like this, looks like a side bridge over here, and then this extension wing on the other side. Also looks like it's doing some solar panels in the hull design as well. Super detailed though. Love the block work and the coloring and the details going on throughout here. All these things are looking really cool. Even like how these turrets are mounted up over here with this part that was built out to hold those. It looks really cool. There's like a second one like that on the other side. Front bow area looks very nice too. I like the pipe work down in there. A couple windows in there. Can't really see through them right now, but we also we got some Xeno in here too. You can tell by this texture here, it only belongs to Xeno blocks. And cool looking side thrusters. Kind of looks like you could probably pop in a larger one here and upgrade that. But yeah, that's cool. I like how they're kind of painted a different color than the main ship. This looks really nice though. I mean, the whole ship, if you look at all the block work and the color scheme on it and all the details, really sharp looking ship here. Yeah, definitely like this this wing design that's coming out to the side here too. It does kind of look like it would fold up too, doesn't it? Which is pretty interesting. And nice looking LCD over here. Very cool. Dot in the center of the one triangle. Interesting. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, this is sharp. This looks really cool. Nice color scheme again on it too. Interesting aspects here. Just walking around the deck. Obviously, you can walk out there. You got some ladders. You got like this catwalk, or well, I wouldn't call it the catwalk, but pathway that goes out to this. Looks like we're starting on the interior here, but to this side bridge. And it looks like we have a main bridge and a side bridge here. It's a cool looking view out of there too. Just seeing all the intricacies of the ship there. Got some quite a few passenger seats here. Looks like we're running a fancy elevator here too. Let's get out of God mode. Open sesame. There might be other options for that here. Or maybe I'm trying to go the wrong direction on that. But here, let's go take a walk here. How about man? Let's go up here. What's going on? So it looks like here is our main bridge, I would guess. Although that other bridge actually looks like it's a little bit bigger on the inside than this one. Control bridge over here. Really cool though. Again, I like nice details with the LCDs and whatnot, and a really cool view kind of looking over the hull of the ship as well. Let's get down to this floor. And I'm going to adjust the lighting here a little bit here too. Let's see how we're doing. And I have a feeling I'm going to get lost, but this is the bottom side of the elevator here, so I think we'd have to call the elevator. There we are. Here we go. Maybe is there a switch? Is it that? Yes, it was that terminal there that activates this. Very cool. I like to see the use of the elevators that actually work like elevators. Pretty cool innovation there on the Reforge Eden team. Or Project Eden, Reforge Eden. So going down the elevator, it looks like we're to a CPU core room out in this area here. It kind of looks like it's going to join up to a medical bay right off from the hangar in the back here. It also has some solar panels integrated into it for the ceiling of the hangar. So it's going to have definitely a power assist going on this one here. We got an alternative color scheme as well. Oh, that's cool. Oh, a whole bunch of them. Mistwalker. Wow. And they're even kind of like color-coded to Clockwork Orange. To the kind of colors that you would see on that. So we're probably doing the Mistwalker right now, being the blue. You know, hold on. Let's. I gotta try one of these out here. Let's go for the orange. Let's see what's going on here. So we'll get into the device, and we will copy this code here. So I just hit Control-C on the keyboard, and then we'll go to the creation itself, and I will paste that in. So now we just went to Clockwork Orange. You notice the whole hull of the ship has now turned to orange. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, comes in quite a few different colors. Pick which one you like the best there. It's a nice, easy process to swap the colors for the most part too. Of course, I'd like a button where you could just hit a button and it would just do it, but this isn't bad. It worked quite well. And yeah, very nice hangar. It looks like our main CPU core is right over there. Got some boxes on the side, a lot of decorative pieces going. Oh, I'm out the back. And it kind of looks like you could. Oh, that's interesting. So that's like a big crane that's actually like moving that box, and it looks like it would swivel around. Just on this side too. So kind of an asymmetrical interior. We got some production right up over there. A armor repair, some boxes. Yeah, just a lot of stuff going on here. It looks really sharp. Again, the like your main color. Then you got that neutral, like dark gray color in there. Really works for it. So what's going on this way? So it kind of looks like we're getting into a place for a lot of big shield parts here. In fact, I would guess that we're set up for another 5 of these, well, medium shield parts in this general area here. And our main shield is over in this location. And then we got a warp drive, taxi tank, gravity generator. Yeah, nice engineering section over here. Let's see, and that just kind of goes off to the one side there. Oh yeah, gotta have the toilet and the shower in there as well. Yeah, pretty straightforward on the interior setup here. Actually, go up the stairs to, nope, that's where I just was. Take this elevator, and this will get us back up to the bridge, but we've got another floor in here. Our crew areas, gotta have those. So, yeah, a bunch of bunk beds. Looks like they get their own closet and armor locker as well. And again, there's quite a few different asymmetrical aspects on this ship too, which is just neat to see. This is below that side bridge over here. Again, and let's go back this way. That's right out to the landing pad, which also is holding a bunch of solar panels. And let's see, and then that's to the main bridge there, and all the way down is going to be back to our hangar area. So yeah, pretty straightforward approach to the inner workings of the ship here too. Again, it's possible I missed an area. Let me just do a quick fly through here. I'll get the lights back on a second. And a lot of Xeno up here. Looks like we got decoy parts. Do have a detector on the front area. A lot of thrusters kind of built into the hull. And I assume this area is the area that's designed to take all the hits. And I think we've seen the rest then. of the ship. Yeah, we got our hangar in the back area there. Again, really cool looking block work. And I know I changed the color of the ship. It started out as one color, and now it is a different color, but it looks really cool in this color as well. All four of them, I think, would work well for the ship the way it was set up. So, all right, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 6, 45 forward, 39 strafing, 45 lift, 38 reverse, 31 down, 13 fuel tanks, 7 oxygen tanks, 13 hour and 36 minute build time. Does use a little bit of estrum and zirconium, some xeno material in there. It's got 11 minigun turrets, a detector, and some sentry guns on there. It's like 10 of one type and 1 of another type on there. CPU wise, it is pretty low on CPU. Could this be another vanilla build? Just take a look at its core. Nope, does not look like a vanilla. I didn't think it was. Yeah, right in the name it said RE in it. Never mind, it's not a vanilla build. So it's lower CPU than I thought it would be. It's a big ship, but the author was, really conservative with the weaponry and stuff on it, trying to keep the cost down on it. Obviously, it looks like it would have more locations to add more guns throughout the hull. These look like prime locations right over here. Of course, just a lot more room for stuff on here. A lot of these parts could probably be replaced with launchers. Yeah, very nice looking ship though. I definitely like the look. It looks very spacey. I like the asymmetrical aspects of it. The color scheme, block work looks great throughout the ship. Didn't really look at the bottom side much yet either. Cool looking landing gear here on the front. They kind of extend down. Kind of actually looks like all the blocks up here are part of the landing gear. Same thing's kind of or similar, a little bit different on the back, but also has kind of like a big mounting bracket for the landing gear. Some spotlights down here as well. Yeah, very nice. All right, so back to the specs here. I got a little carried away there. Moving on from here, CPU wise, yeah, what we got here, it's pretty light on CPU usage. It really is. Not too bad at all. I'm sure that helps with the overall cost of the ship as well. Storage wise, we've got a nice labeled loot setup here. So it looks like we've got like a 32K for goods and input, 2 320s here, 1 for ammo, 1 for harvest, and a number of different other boxes and things like that in it. So it looks like pretty much wrapped around 2 320s, and this one's also larger than your normal box here, this 32K for goods and output. So yeah, very, very cool. So again, this is the Q2C 661 Defiance C6-RE by Commander Catron. Very, very cool. Love the color options as well. That's it's gonna look good in all the colors, quite frankly. All right, so the next creation here. This was I'm sure a lot of work. Oh no, I got this spawned poorly. I do have this spawned poorly. Hold on, I'm gonna respawn that. I didn't realize it was half buried in the ground there. So this is the Star Trek, the CK. Here, we'll get that up in the air so we don't bury anything like I did over there. So a whole lot of LCDs that you can be used with your creations here. And really cool looking display for them too. And oh my goodness, is there a lot of LCDs. All LCDs I created for the USS Nimitz, built by Don 2K7. Yeah, look at this. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to start somewhere here. There's so many of them. But, wow. There's probably some animated ones here. Let's take a look at this. This looks so sharp. I mean, really, the clarity of it, it really looks like you did this with, like, Photoshop or something like that, rather than the LCD functions themselves. That looks really, really nice. There's a ton of different LCDs in here. Red condition. Oh, and it looks like this is a big display panel for a bunch of different options. And so when I'm hitting these switches here, I bet you I'm changing options on here, like S constructor. Yeah, on. So each this whole thing is set up to display like a lot of different information going on. That's what all these lines and stuff are kind of indicating, like almost like a circuit layout on where it connects to the switches and things like that. Oh wow, this is wild. It's really taking LCD tech to another level here. This is that's cool. That is cool. It looks like there's a bunch of other types like over here as well. And okay, let's just hit switches everywhere. That is so cool. I think I've seen something. Yeah, I'm seeing something change. Wow. Oh, this is like animated. Oh, look at that. It's swapping colors around here. Yeah, this is really, really cool. And then up. Oh, wow. Look how sharp these look, like when they're right in front of your face. I mean, like, the accuracy is really, really good on these. On getting everything lined up right, and the subtle color tone differences, and the animations, and it kind of is explaining how to set these up with position of LCDs, and what, like, a lot of these would use more than one LCD because of the animations and changes on them. Wow. There's a lot. They all look so nice. They really, really do. I have seen, I think, some of these. Well, maybe not. Wow, look at that. The, yeah, just doing all these different lines and angles and the way it joins up with the stuff. This is difficult to do with LCDs. I know there's a tool made by another author that helps with this, but wow. You can spend a long time looking at this. Highly recommend you guys grab this this creation. This would give you a lot of very useful stuff to add to a creation. Jeez. I like this too. Look at that little like display screen on the one LCD down there. Wow, and I didn't even see all of them yet. There's all these like parts of them to kind of assemble your own display screen, depending on how you want to do it here. And there's so many different alternative options in here as well. And yeah, as close as you get into these things, they look really, really sharp. That's a nice set. Nice set of LCDs here. Huh. Cute. You got like a title screen going on over here for a television. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Oh my goodness. This, yeah. Alicia, you outdone yourself. This is amazing. Yeah, well, obviously some help there from Don 2K7. It looks like as well. I don't exactly know how all that works out. I gotta have your star map. Yeah, this is neat. This is neat. Holodeck. Could have used that a while back. Sick bay. Yeah, that too. Transporter room, warp core. Yeah, very, very nice looking set of LCDs, and yeah, a lot of them are animated. My goodness, and such a nice looking display too, so you can just tinker around with this and see what's. Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness, you see what just happened? The red alert changed the color of all that stuff on and it puts. Oh, that's. Oh, look at that! It's still animated beyond the color change. All right. This is insane. This is insane. Simulates TX signals from the P menu and doors. Left diagonal. Wow. Wow. Anyway, I don't know what to say about this. Get it. I think everybody ought to sub this just because is awesome to have around in your building arsenal when you're doing stuff up. And the author here spent I gotta guess a whole lot of time working on this project here, and it's really 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 cool. These personally, I mean, I typically find LCDs fairly miserable to work on myself, and hold on, I want to just take a look at one of these things on the inside here and see how this was done. So I'm space. Wow. Looks like, from what I can tell, I believe this was all hand coded in here as well. If you used the tool, it would the format would look a little bit different than this. But I could be wrong on that. But I think this was all like hand coded out, every one of these, and tweaked, and just getting all the alignments and positions right on all this stuff. It's incredibly time consuming. It really is, especially when you go into this level of detail on an LCD, on so many of them as well. Well, anyway, there's no point on looking at specs or anything on this. This isn't that kind of creation, but awesome, just absolutely awesome. Hope everybody grabs this, support the author. This is a tremendous amount of work, just huge, and so well done. Really, really professionally done here. So again, this is the Star Trek LCDs by Alicia. And it's not the first LCD set the author has made. But this is, yeah, you can just kind of tell it perked up at like another level here. In fact, it looks so good at this point that, I mean, again, it kind of looks like a lot of this was made with someone that really knows Photoshop well, or pretty well, and that's really cool, and it's all coded out in there. All right, so anyway, on the last creation, which happens to be right here. Now this one didn't have any description on the workshop, and I typically avoid those creations. There was actually two like that in the spotlight this week, but I really wanted to kind of look at this. I thought it looked pretty neat. And it is by, I believe, an author not that doesn't speak English, and that's kind of why I'm looking at it right now too. So it's in Chinese name. Well, I don't know the language, but the translation of it is MK02 Destroyer Abitur, by author Dr. Chris, and no information on this, so I don't know exactly. If it was for Vanilla or Reforged Eden or really anything about it. But it looked like a really cool ship design for sure. And yeah, I just thought I'd take a good look at this to see what's going on here. I like this ring and the way it's colored around there too. It's got like this row of thin blocks in parts of it, and then it has that color separation between the thin, or the double thin block and the center block, which definitely looks really cool. See on the back side here, looks like we're running a big drive thruster, a couple large ones on the sides there, and it looks like our down thrust is, or our lift thrust is actually up here, facing downward. Interesting. So it kind of looks like all these thrusters for navigation are actually pointing inward on the ship as opposed to outward. It's actually kind of it looks cool. It looks cool, and the game honestly doesn't care. So I don't think that would be necessarily a problem. There's quite a lot of space in there too. Nice looking ship though. Nice styling on it. Cool color theme. Like the extra texture lights, kind of at least in the top area. Looks like in all four corners around the ring here. Again, great looking ring feature on there. Let's take a look at the front here. It looks like we're running 4 drills. Are these drills? Yes, 4 laser drills on the front there. kind of like a miner. Big space miner here. Carrier miner? Maybe mining is just an added feature to it. Anyway, let me adjust the lights and get a board here. See what's going on. So, okay, it doesn't look like we have any lights on the interior, so we'll just get it back up to like daylight there. And, oh, we got a full medical bay over here. Looks like, yeah. All the parts there, cool looking display. Got some different textures in that section there. And obviously a big old hangar here. And it looks like we're running quite a lot of, well, that answered my question if it's Reforged Eden or Vanilla. So we are running quite a few medium shield parts up top here. So definitely a Reforged Eden build. I like how these displays are set up, kind of like walking through like a mall or something like that. And you got different shops. So over here is all about cooking, it looks like. And a couple storage controllers in the back there. And again, quite a lot of shield parts on here. And then we get up into a bridge here. So there's our pilot seat. Looks like we got 4 passenger seats up in here. Cool looking aesthetics there. Got kind of a glass area kind of going alongside of the bridge, and then it wraps up into this very large room up front here where we got a warp drive and pentaxid tank and a lot of fuel tanks. It's a cool looking fuel tank display. And our mage shield right over here, a couple controllers. It doesn't look like they have container extensions attached to them. But we do have some storage controllers there. Oh, where did I go here? Oh, that's cool looking. I like the blockwork in the area here. I don't know if this is obviously you can kind of get there from walking near the near this. You can jet pack into this area. Looks really cool though, and a lot of small shield parts down in that section there. And let's see what's going on. Okay, we've been there. Yeah, I know I'm flying through the hall a little bit. I don't know if all this joins up though. Well, it kind of does. Yeah, I didn't see the side corridor here. Cool looking blockwork around here. Interesting shape. Yeah, kind of neat there. And it looks like our main core is right up over here as well. I've seen it from one angle. Yeah, right there. And we got some cargo boxes in the back, and obviously our hangar doors to get in and out of here. And some utility function in the main hangar. So I'm not really seeing like a farm. You know, it's a thing. I haven't, unless I missed it. And it is very possible I missed it. But I can't say I've seen a farm today, which is pretty amazing for all these big CVs. I don't think I've come across a single farming area. So I guess no one's into growing food anymore. I'm just kidding. Now, yeah, a really cool ship here again. I like the styling and the layout of it. Flying through the hull a little bit more. Wow, this is running. Okay, so we got a reverse thrust here, and a ton of like lag shot block on the front side here too. The thing is, I'm not really seeing any weapons on here, at least stock. Maybe that's all stuff you're supposed to add on. Obviously, a ton of surface area to add a ton of turrets and things like that. You could probably double them up on each one of these layers here, especially going across the sides and then the top. So you could certainly deck it out with a bazillion weapons. But right now it looks like it's trying to be semi inexpensive on that, and I'm not really seeing a single gun on here unless I'm missing some retractables. Let's see, is this a long range radar? Yeah, actual long range radar there. then again, it's kind of a minor. Anyway, let's look at some numbers here. See what's going on with this. So, size class 6, 57 forward, 25 strafing, 25 lift, 56 reverse, 25 down, 10 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. No weapons on here. Just your 4 drill lasers and, of course, the long-range radar. 18-hour and 48-minute build time. It does use a decent amount of Estrum and Zacosium. CPU-wise, it is just a little over the Core 9 spec. It is set up for Core 9 spec, but it is about 77,000 over that. It probably should not affect it or cause you issues being that little over. But other than that, it doesn't really look like it had, well, I didn't see any constructors or farming or anything like that on it. So, again, probably a minor here. We do have an ammo controller, a couple of them. That's one other thing I was kind of worried about is the controllers on here. Seem to none of them have cargo extensions attached to them. So they're all going to be 8K like a box, basically. Well, some of the boxes actually go to 16K. So it does have controllers for everything. And maybe you are supposed to add like more cargo extensions to them. But anyway, a really cool ship design. Definitely like the looks of it. Looks like it you could really tweak it out and add a lot more stuff to it. There's a lot of room on the interior. So you could add in like a production area, farming, storage, a bunch more like storage or cargo extensions, things like that. But again, very, very cool. This is the MK02 Destroyer Abitur MK2. I'm sorry, I repeated that, by Dr. Chris. Again, it was in a different language, so I had to translate that. But that is all the creations for this week, and some really, really cool stuff here. Again, some big ships. But a lot of people that just are not into farming here today, I gotta say. So really, really cool stuff here. So you got a nice little SV to get around in. You got a whole set of really professionally made LCDs over here. This very, very cool looking multi-colorable ship here. And some other just large like carrier type of vessels here. And then of course, say cheese on this one here, because this one is going to say, I'm going to destroy everything you see here because I can. Anyway, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.